What are we talking about today? Frederique Constant.
This is a very, very fine watch.
Hi guys, it's your boy Rich here, back at it again, and a couple shows ago I mentioned how this is my favorite time of the year. It's fall season and pumpkin season, so I bought all these pumpkin snacks, even though I eat too many snacks. But someone has to eat them, so it's going to be me. Bon appetit. Whenever we talk about Frederique Constant, it's never mentioned in the same sentence as whenever we talk about Nomos or Bremont or Zinn or even Tag Heuer, when it's every bit as good as those watches, even better at this price point. But there are a couple of reasons that are holding back this brand in my opinion, and they both involve materials that are used. So before we start to get into the Frederique Constant watches themselves, let's briefly cover their history. Frederique Constant debuted in 1988, which is around the same time Nomos did. I actually think Nomos came out in 1990, but around the same time. So it gives them enough age and credibility. And they are a Swiss-made watch. And what's interesting is earlier this year, the Citizen Watch Group acquired Frederique Constant. Citizen Watches now also owns Alpina watches as well. And I really like some of those Alpina watches. I think some of them are really striking looking. And I think it's fair to assume we all know Citizen watches. But maybe fewer of us are aware that it is a Japanese brand and owned company. And they are a monstrously successful company. So it's interesting to watch the Citizen Watch portfolio continue to grow. They're certainly not yet at the level of Richemont or LVMH, Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy. But it's going to be interesting to watch them grow and how the Frederique Constant watches benefits from being under the Citizen Watches umbrella. So thank you to Bloomingdale's for letting me film inside. And the watch that I was able to handle and learn more about is the Frederique Constant Classique line. And here's a little bit of my time with it. So this is gold
It's
plating.
18 layer. We'll never go back. It's
Layer.
always, never.
But plating always.
No, this is different. No, this will never.
Is this an embossed strap or is this a genuine alligator?
Genuine. Everything is genuine in here. And it's automatic, you see?
Yeah.
The movement.
So how much is this one?
This one is 3,095.
So about four?
Yeah. No, 3,095.
Oh, 3,100.
Yeah, that's right.
And this is plated, but you're saying it will never rub
Never,
off.
never. No, this will
And how much is that? The same one in steel?
This one? This one?
This one, yeah.
No, this is the same one. It's
But in steel?
That's right. And it's automatic also, but this is less money. This is 2,495.
2,500.
That's right.
So for the plating, $600.
More, yeah. You're gonna get $750 B money.
So as you can see, it retails for about $2,500, but it is heavily discounted to $1,800. So sub $2,000 for a watch that uses an in-house made movement and is really well made. I could tell by handling that watch. The finishing was nicely polished. It had an exhibition case back with the Côte de Genève. It was nicely decorated. It has the guilloche on the dial. The indices are hand applied. This is a really stunning looking watch. It has a lot going on for it. So this might be the perfect sub $2,000 watch, right? Not so fast. As I mentioned earlier, there are a couple of factors that are holding this watch back, at least from my opinion. And the first material that is holding it back is the strap itself. They use a genuine leather strap. However, it is not a genuine alligator strap, as you might assume from looking at the picture. The picture clearly shows an alligator strap. Instead, it is embossed, which means it's a genuine leather strap, but they use a stamp on it to create that alligator look. The fit and finish on that is really first rate. It's 42 mil, so it wears really nicely. It was a comfortable watch. It has a nice clasp as part of the leather strap, so it's just a shame that it's not really a genuine leather strap. But to be fair, Frederique Constant does use genuine alligator straps, but they use them for some of their more expensive lineups. So the biggest drawback for me is Frederique Constant's use of gold-plated materials. And when I first learned that, I was immediately turned off because it's not, dare I say it? Do it. It's fake. If it's not real gold, then by the very definition, it's fake. And it doesn't matter how many micron thick layers of coloring they use, it's just not real gold. And the fact that it was only a few $100s more for that gold plating than the stainless steel version also tells us that gold plating doesn't carry any real financial value. And clearly Frederique Constant is trying to appeal to the big ballers with their solid 18 karat gold pieces and the rest of us with the steel versions and the wannabes for the gold-plated watches. And they also make smart watches, and I can't hate them for this because they can probably justify it by saying they're a health-conscious brand. Okay, whatever. I can live with or deal with the health-conscious part of their image, but gold-plated materials is unforgiving to me.
We all have it coming, kid.
Frederique Constant has a lot going on for them in a good way. They make quality in-house movements. A large portion of their watches are handwork. They even make a sharp-looking chronograph, a really nice-looking world timer, and a perpetual calendar. So why do you even get involved with gold plating? Now I know the simple solution is to turn the other cheek if you don't care about the gold plating and just buy the steel version if you like that watch. But for me, it's more than just buying a watch within the lineup. For me, it's buying into the brand and everything the brand stands for. So when I know that the brand is working with gold-plated materials, it's a real turnoff. To me, it's akin to a department store watch such as Michael Kors or a Coach or a Gucci, which are viewed as accessory watches. So to me, gold plating tarnishes the brand's image and literally probably will tarnish over time. If you look at that boat there in that box,
And it's automatic.
that boat actually is part of that packaging that comes with the Frederique Constant Runabout line. And I think that's a really nice presentation. It's a really nice lacquered box. And I think that boat is actually practical. I would put that boat on my desk or even a bookshelf. Such a lavish presentation like this reminds me of Omega Speedmaster box. That box that looks like luggage. I mean, the Speedmaster's box comes with, obviously the watch, an extra strap, I believe, a loop, and some pamphlets, but there isn't really a need for it to be as big as luggage. I'm not even sure if that Omega Speedmaster box would fit in the overhead bin on an airplane. But between the two lavish presentations, I really like the Frederique Constant Runabout presentation. And if we're not aware of what the Runabout means, it was fast races from the 1920s with small boats that would fit between 4 to 8 people, at least according to the Frederique Constant's website. And that's what that boat represents. That was the actual kind of boat that was used in those races. Come on, Frederique Constant, you're better than that. You're a lot better than that. Lose that gold-plated stuff a la tooth fillings and stick with the real gold and steel versions, and I think that will go a long way in establishing your brand as a real luxury brand. I don't even think you'd be considered an entry-level luxury brand if you continue to stick with that gold-plated crap. So let me know what you guys think about gold-plated watches, and I've clearly articulated my feelings on it, but maybe I was a little harsh on it. Nah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you the next time. What are we talking about today? Frederique Constant. Man, that's a hard word for me to say. So here's my time with Frederique Constant's Class C. So here's my time with Frederique Constant. Man, that name is kicking my butt.